Hey guys, welcome back to the worst possible podcast. Today, we're talking about random stuff in psychology because that's just what we always do. Again,
And
hello
this is our
Butler.
first video
Who
with
was
Deegan,
that,
by the way.
brother? Yeah, bro, Deegan. He is not locked in. He's not locked in.
I swear if I fail
Technically,
this
actually
assignment
not.
because of you.
It's not actually its first podcast. We're just not going to talk about what happened at like 11 o'clock at night when we tried to film it in our beds. It worked great.
I could talk about
Anyways,
it. I
yeah,
did
so-
nothing wrong. I killed Gibson. He
Shouldn't have
froze to
done
death. Okay. It is time for the wheel spin. Are we ready?
Yes.
That was a really good answer. Thank you.
Yeah, we're ready, but
Oh my goodness, we're doing operant conditioning.
Can we get a quick reminder on what operant conditioning was?
Never mind, we're doing applications of conditioning.
Applications of.
I'm gonna see if that's good, and then we're gonna decide if we're actually doing it.
It's like how, like, conditioning's used to like schools with like bells.
I just
right?
got jumped.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. it's
Oh
just like
no,
this
never mind.
stuff.
I'm wrong.
Oh, and I lost. I dropped
Yeah.
36 kills all by myself.
Autism therapy, applied behavior analysis.
Where are you looking? Okay, we're gonna look this up.
And we're doing operant conditioning, am I right? Or when we
Yeah,
switched it, didn't we?
No. Yeah, applications of conditioning.
Application of what? I can hear over
Where am I?
Deegan.
Applications of conditioning. So like where where conditioning is used.
Is Facebook a
it's talking
good
a lot of-
source?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we,
And TikTok, any social media.
Mr. Butler, my favorite source of all time, has already told us that conditioning is used in several places, including places every day, like in school, for example. We're conditioned
Why
to
is the
do what
screen
every
dark?
day? To go to school and to do our work, sit in rows, and that if we don't, we are punished by a letter system that determines how good we are at something. And we've been taught to follow that.
Quick. What are you? I'm frozen. I'm gonna reset my camera. 1 sec.
How dare you?
All right.
Because it determines our
Focus.
future.
All right. Anyways, as I was gonna say, I real quick on
Punishment is
conditioning.
bad.
I have.
Punishment is bad, but the chooser.
hey,
No, real quick, I want to mention. I think, and this is just a hunch, and I need you to correct me if this is wrong. Butler, when he is giving lectures, always has that red ball,
Yes.
and it's like the stress.
The apple.
Is that
is true.
conditioning, or is
Honestly,
that
it might be.
just
I've
him?
seen it all year, like since the first day that he was teaching. I've seen it, and I've always
Okay,
wondered
so that's
why
not-
he's holding it.
Is that that might just be him? Like, I'm curious, and like I understand if it is like just that's when he goes up and talks, but at the same time, dude, after the whole suit thing, I'm questioning everything about his class.
He actually has
the
a
apple
hidden
come
bomb.
before-
They call me
What?
Dokes.
What's my
Okay,
Roblox password?
Is it
Sorry.
okay?
Back onto
Also,
the.
while we're on the topic of Mr.
Uh-huh.
Butler, during his lectures, he also every like couple of words says like he'll go
That's
He's
normal.
so he's
That's just a
really
speech
bad.
thing.
Miss Burnson.
Miss
would probably
Burnson
punish
would
him.
burn him at the stake. Kidding, she wouldn't. But
Also,
like,
back on the topic, Mr. Butler.
we never
He
left.
keeps
bro.
bringing up. He always brings up the Jolly Ranchers. Every
That is
time.
true.
Yeah,
The
but
Jolly
that's
Ranchers
also to
have
teach
to
a
be part of
lesson.
something bigger. I think he's talking about the Jews.
What, brother?
If you think about it, right?
No, I'm
They're
not gonna
very
think about
similar
it.
if we compare and contrast. If we compare and contrast.
I think
Listen here, if we compare and contrast, Mr. Butler here, very great guy, very great.
No, if
Keeps bringing up the topic of Jolly Ranchers. And I like Jolly Ranchers, they're very jolly. He always brings them up on how he's using these to condition us. But
we're slaves.
the Jews keep getting brought up to show how much power they have.
You think Jolly Rancher companies have like segregation? Because I feel like there's always like more colors than other colors. Or do you think it's all up to chance?
Guys, what if instead of Jolly Ranchers we ate pretzels? Which brings me to today's
No one
sponsor.
would answer questions. No,
Which brings
but
me to
I
today's
think
subject.
I
Brayden,
think
no.
think that
Brayden knows
companies
something
are
because he has
trying
the
to
same
turn
accent.
us either into racist or non-racist by including more color of one candy in packaging. Because I have noticed this.
Guys, can we
It's
get back to
usually the
psychology?
bad.
This is going like
No. This is because they're using conditioning. Because I open a Skittle packs, and why is it all yellow? Okay, and every time I
I
open a
like green.
Skittles pack over and over, it's gonna be yellow. There's gonna be a bunch of yellows and like no reds. That's like the primary color of Skittles. Are they trying to make me racist against Asians, or is it all up to chance?
dude.
This could be a really good way that we could talk about the effects of our environment and how that has to do with socioculture, right?
Jam
Was that what
Gemini
it is?
is cooking with you
Oh,
right
Okay,
now,
so you know
Brayden.
what? We're just gonna
No.
close
Is,
Google for a
isn't
minute.
that socioculture? Because we're judged by our surroundings, right? We have a specific something that just we're surrounded by. Like we're surrounded by the hate of Jews and black
You
people.
are.
You are completely
And
consumed
are.
by the
That really
hatred
has
of
a big play
Jews.
on it. No.
are
Listen. I don't want supposedly.
Don't give me supposedly.
But besides Bobby.
Bring out the hummus.
But like think about it. Like Skittles, yes, like being around certain colors can definitely, I feel like, in my professional opinion of being alive, can definitely like influence things. Because like only seeing one color or something will make you like either dislike or really like that color. Like think about like in nature, right? In nature, you don't see a lot of blue things. So then, why do people inherently like blue compared to other colors more? Like not inherently, but like there's just a bigger chance that they'll like a color that's more rare.
Yeah, I
You
get
mean
I
more
get what you're
And
saying.
Hold on, I'm confused. Can you like summarize that with ChatGPT real quick?
wait, hold up! I just broke this
Okay,
guy's
hold on.
ankles.
Actually, this brings me to a good topic. ChatGPT is conditioning us to be lazy and not do our work, and they know they're doing it.
I don't
It's
even
not
use
like
chat that
oopsie
much.
doopsie. Well, neither do I. But like a lot of people, like stupid people. Sorry, no offense to anyone that uses it. I use it for helpful things. I don't use it to do my work, but it's conditioning people to not do work, and they know they're doing it. They're fully aware of what they're doing. They're like, I mean, sure, we can offer
That is very
valuable
true because,
education. But
but that's
Hey,
also brings us
no.
back to like social norms. How socially as a race, we are leaning towards being more lazy and just taking the easiest path in life.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was gonna
we've been
say.
seeing a really big uproar in homeless people and
my mom's kind of
murder,
homeless.
grand theft, and
is that
KFC
supposed to be?
robberies.
Nah, but like what I was gonna say is like, why do we use ChatGPT? And I think it comes down to school teaching us that try to find the easiest way, but don't cheat. There's like that middle ground, but then they give us this leeway, and like we see this leeway, and it's like, well, why wouldn't we take this? This is so much easier. You know, it's like
Yes, but
they
that's
got us to
exactly how
problem
the
solve
reason.
too good, and where we're lazy now.
So the reason those sites are so successful is because there's pretty much, if you put in the right prompt, there's no way to track whether or not you did it or not, and like
Mm.
it's like
Very true. And also, back to
teachers. It's
back in
just
5th grade, think about when you got yelled at for plagiarism, which plagiarism was the original AI.
yeah.
Was just taking someone else's words and posting it straight in. That's the same thing as AI. It's the equivalent of today's generation of AI. Is just taking someone else's sources and taking someone else's entire paper and using it as your own to inform people. But now we're using AI, which AI is like another gateway, which it can scan across multiple sources, rewrite it, but then it's also too unadvanced, not unadvanced, but it's like not advanced enough to be able to make feelings and also to write in a way that is comparable to a student because it doesn't understand feelings or growth.
Mhm.
So instead of making things that are more human, it'll use big word dictionary words. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Like it'll
Well,
use
hold
big
on,
words in the
hold on.
dictionary.
However, it's not just like students who do that. I like to at least think I have a very extended vocabulary. I like to use big words to make me sound smarter than I actually am because I'm really dumb, and big words make me feel smart. So when I'm writing stuff, I'll try to use as big of words as I can to like make a make myself sound smarter or make the paper sound better. So it's not
But
just
then it
like,
just
I mean, I'm also not the
AI
target
is just
audience
too
for
robotic.
ChatGPT.
Yes, because you don't use it very much. The target audience is someone more like Derek
So we're name
or let's
dropping.
be honest, guys, Sebastian. Sebastian's definitely a victim of AI.
Why are you pointing at yourself, Gibby?
Gibby's a victim of AI too.
I don't use AI
I'm
that
the
much.
victim.
I use AI in auto, but I think that should be an exception.
Okay, Auto
I use
is.
AI to
I
make
honestly
money.
don't like Auto at all.
That's a
It's
Like I want to
I miss
like it and I
intro.
want to be good at it, but what? But like I can't. I don't understand it, and I don't. It's not explained well enough for me. Anyways, let's not get into that. We
anyway,
should
back to the
probably get back
topic.
to psychology.
We were talking about the use of
I
conditioning,
do.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
I real quick want to go circle back on the AI. I mean, this ain't really psychology, but I do want to discuss this. I think I don't like that arts are being suppressed right now. I don't like it. Like especially
Arts.
at least for me. Yeah, AI music, it's too good, bro. And that's why I think like the government should step in here. And you know how like we can't
The
print
government's not going to
money,
do anything.
do
They're making
some.
money from this stuff and getting problems that will help them make more money.
I'm
There's
aware,
no reason
but
for them to step in. They don't care whether
you
or
know
not you
how
listen to
much
AI music or.
money. But no. You know how much money they can get from campaigns that go against AI? Because obviously AI is not accepted into communities right now. So if we take those people and we get as much money out of them to go anti-AI, you're still making plenty of money and you're like stopping the solution. That's just like saying, well, we're making a lot of money by printing money, so everyone can just print their own money. Oh, but then money is going to be worthless. I mean, that's great correlation, but just saying, bro, we need a way to code AI to where you can tell that it's AI. Because I don't want to stop AI. I'm just saying to where I can go on Spotify and know if it's an AI song so I can actually find real artists and support those.
Yes, but if you can't tell the difference, I mean, I agree. I agree. I don't like the fact that AI is popular. We actually had a debate on this in English, or I don't know if we had a full-on debate, but we had like a daily write about it. I don't like that AI is making music, but you can't stop it. People are gonna do it no matter what. And
I'm not saying stop it. I'm not saying stop it. I'm saying have how money has small print or like paper has
okay,
small
but what
print
does
where
that
you can
accomplish?
track it.
That accomplishes the government getting more money, which they don't need at all.
it is to make sure that the arts aren't disrupted, so then you can enforce to where websites like Spotify or YouTube can have disclaimers stating that it's AI.
I also think that AI should not be profitable,
I agree with
like
that.
for artists and other things. Like AI should definitely like if you like AI music and you like feeling like you created your own thing, great. But I don't think you should be allowed to take something that has zero talent and zero effort and then be able to sell it
Yeah, it takes away from art, and I just don't like it. Anyways, I'm
or
saying
make
this
money
as I'm
for it.
holding an Italian brain rot card I picked up from Fred Meyers. So you know what I'm gonna do to this card here?
You're gonna do the soggy
Italian brain
biscuit.
rot. It was a
Oh,
PP
What is the?
strawberry. So PP strawberry is no more. I'm
If I
sorry, I
could
just
add,
wanted.
I don't have anything to say on the song AI other than to give like a perspective of a song that was quite popular on TikTok, but it's actually based off of another song. So, and I'm not trying to bring lewd conduct into this podcast in any way, but the thong song, but it's sung by an orchestra. Sorry, Gibby. I'm just
This is not
saying.
popular on
Like,
TikTok. I think you just have a really terrible TikTok feed.
It was.
I don't know what
I've
you're
never
talking
heard of
about
this
whatsoever.
thong song.
You need. Okay. I don't.
That
You
is
need to listen to
that
the
is three
actual
against
song, not
one,
the
dude.
AI version.
Nah,
I've
I've
heard
heard it. It's 2 against 2. I'm kidding. I've never heard the thong song.
I don't want. I want. I want it. I want you guys to hear it, but I can't play it because it's going on YouTube. So
Okay, so we're gonna look it
it's
up really
not like.
quick. Not open Microsoft.
Okay.
No, well, I think that like taking a song and copying it is just as bad, but that can't really be stopped. Like AI has a solution. Like there's ways we can make it to where people know it's AI. No, like I said, I don't care if people post AI. I just want to know if it's AI. Wait, let's see.
Just wait. Just wait.
I've never heard this, dude.
1.6 million is insane though.
1.6 million what? Oh, dang,
Views.
that's crazy.
I might low-key have to pull it up on here because I think it's.
Oh my goodness. How many kills did I just drop? I just
I
dropped
personally could
29
never see
kills
myself
in
listening to
3
AI
searches.
music. Anyways, we should get back to
No.
psychology.
Not the actual song.
No, that's the thing though, real quick. With AI, it's gonna get so good you can't tell. The songs we
think you
literally
can.
made in biology, I wouldn't be able to tell.
I think you can. Did you listen to the lyrics that were being sung? I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
it's
if
a
you were
crappy
like,
music
if you're
artist,
just
then
going through songs, like on like a
like
Discover
you
Weekly,
on your
you're
Discover
not gonna
Weekly.
delve in. Yeah, me, bro. I'm pretty sure I've had an AI song. I didn't realize, and I don't like that.
If I'm gonna listen to a song, I'm going to listen to the song, and if it has lyrics that don't relate to human feelings, or like an actually good topic that's relevant and not, I can't even think of it. AI can't make good lyrics. Can a human paint the Mona Lisa?
Can a human take an empty canvas and turn it into a beautiful piece of art?
I meant robot. Me and you both just
you?
messed up. I meant robot.
What did you say?
Me and you both said human, and we meant robot.
No. I actually have that movie on DVD.
Nice. Okay.
I have Little Guppies on DVD.
Top 10 unrelated subjects.
I also
$10.
have The Dark Knight Rises right in front of me.
How do DVDs affect our childhood? Like the movies we watch.
I mean, when I grew up, I had like a box TV the size of my desk, and I had to use VHS tapes, and having to sit there and rewind it really got my patience up.
Deegan, you also have
I
no
got one
patience,
auto
so
winder
that doesn't
once.
surprise me.
I said patience up, as in it. Next topic.
Slavery.
Okay,
Veggie
so
Tales on VHS was peak. Anyways, move on.
are we done with application, or do we want to keep talking about it? Because I
I
feel like
think
that's
I
a
think
really
we
good one.
spend ample time on application.
Okay.
We didn't really spend time on the topic. It was just kind of delved, but I blame the topic. It wasn't that interesting, anyways.
I disagree. I think it's interesting.
Just
If
talking
we get
about
it again, I
autism.
swear.
Nah, you should delete it though.
I'm going to. Why is it still going? There we go.
Operant conditioning. Wow.
Wow. I'm just gonna look it up and find the definition because I honestly kind of don't remember what it is.
Oh, so it's just like it's talking about reinforcement, positive reinforcement, punishment. So what is it? What is it? Just wants us to talk about it. I mean, that's fine.
Reinforcement
We
is
can do
like
that.
when you're trying to increase a behavior, and punishments when you're trying to decrease a behavior. So how we should talk about how it's used, I guess. So Pavlov's dog is obviously very good example of it. If you don't already know what it is,
Wonderful
which
example.
I'm assuming Butler's probably the only person watching this, but if you're not Butler and you're watching this, Pavlov's dog is a very well-known study in which a man, I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Pavlov. He took dogs and he would give them food, but every time he gave them food, he would ring a bell, and every time they'd get food, they'd salivate. And eventually, they got so used to, like, they associated the bell with getting food. So every time they heard the bell, they would salivate. And that proved that operant conditioning was a thing.
Does beating children makes him different
Yes.
than what's worse? Physical abuse or
Mental.
auditory abuse, or I guess like mental abuse?
I think it
Well, I
depends on
guess
the severity of it.
I think physical would, well,
Physical is more evident and easier to track. So if you're
because
looking to get away with it, just mentally abuse your child.
is Deegan going into the light?
He looks like he's about to start racing. Wait, racing? Racist?
Is that one of those fly catchers in the back?
Guys, Deegan's a
I'm asking, is that a fly?
racist?
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. I have not seen one of those for a hot second.
I used to have one in my kitchen.
I went out like right by my back door. Anyways, so like positive reinforcement is like,
It's
see, but I think here's the thing. I think positive reinforcement can be a bad thing if it goes too far. Like there's the whole debate about people with like participation awards. Like that's a whole debate and like problem people
that
have.
is well, yes, that is true. There's also like what Mr. Butler talked about, it's extinction of that behavior. So if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again to reinforce them, the effect of the reinforcement will eventually wear off and it won't become as useful. Like for example, if every time I submitted a paper, he was like, "Good job, you did so good." And that was it. I would not feel anything better if I submitted a good paper like over and over again. It would eventually over time
Yeah.
fade away. Fade?
But
Watching her
on
fade
the other
away.
hand, Mac the Mock sorry. Mac the Frico. No, what I was gonna say is like outside of like participation awards, but we can go even to like food. Like people get into the mindset where they think they deserve like something, like it's a reward. Like, hey, like we can do like smoking. Hey, I didn't smoke for a week. I'm gonna smoke because I deserve it. And I guess
That's
that leads
kind
it
of a
more into
them
like
problem.
addiction.
If there's no one
But
else,
no,
there's no one else there. They
it's
can't. It's not as easy to reinforce yourself, and that's also just stupid.
well, it stems from positive reinforcement of people being like, "Hey, you did this thing. Good job. Here's this, thing." And like I was
Yes,
saying
but
with like food,
if
people.
it's, I don't think that's a great example because like that's more so punishment. If you're, well, no, I guess it is reinforcement. But I don't think it's a good example to use because. Hold on,
I'm
let
just
me
saying
gather my words.
problems with. I'm just talking about
There's problems with
positive
everything, and
problems with
positive
positive
reinforcement
reinforcement.
isn't something that, like, it's not necessarily an issue at the moment. I mean, obviously, it has its issues, but it's not like something that has to happen. It's just something that does happen, whether you like it or
Uh-huh.
not. Like,
Well, at the same time, I think
hold on,
negative
I'm not done.
reinforcements.
Let me
Okay,
speak to the people.
I forgot where I
I'm not a
was. I
big fan
hate
of the
you.
government. Can I just say what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
I think that negative reinforcement is better than positive reinforcement.
How come?
Well, because with negative reinforcement, it's kind of like keeping people in check, you know? Like punishing them is what people have done for centuries, and it's laws. It's what we base our entire
Yes, but
government
then,
system around.
okay, my only thing about that, uh, despite the obvious issues with the schooling system right now, like the education system as a whole,
Hmm.
it does do a pretty alright job at both positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement if you have the right
Uh-huh.
mentality. The only issue is that it doesn't always work because people just don't care about their education. But it does a good job because if you don't do something or you do bad at something, then your grade drops. I wrote a whole paper on why the education system's terrible and could be redone.
The education system's
But
failing.
yeah, pretty much. But
Well,
anyways, that's besides the
I'm just
point.
talking like worldwide. I think that negative reinforcement, if like not like obviously training for something good, like obviously people doing terrible things and then the other people doing terrible things to them isn't really
That's more so
helping.
punishment.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Punishment.
Wait. Why are we talking
No,
about
you
negative
said negative
reinforcement real quick?
reinforcement.
I'm mixing the two. What's the difference? Negative
Negative
reinforcement is
reinforcement
like
is when
It's
you're
like
taking away
removing the
something
stimulus. Yeah, you're
to make
removing
someone
the
happier.
stimulus. Not necessarily to make
Like
someone
saying,
happier. It's trying to increase a
but,
behavior. Like if you take
but
away,
like say
like, say for example, I
you have to clean your room and you got good grades, and now you don't have to because you got good grades, or
that's
yeah,
you
so
positive
don't have to
not
go
not
take
now
out
reinforcement.
the
or
garbage
That's
yeah,
positive
because
because like
reinforcement. But like, say for
no, that's
example,
negative because it's taking away having to do something
it
because you did
also
something else.
it all depends on perspective and how you word it. Is like a big point
uh-huh.
Mr. Butler made. If you
Well,
say, I'm
yeah,
taking away this kid to punish him, then you're taking. No, sorry, not taking away the kid. I'm taking away this kid's phone to punish him. Then you're obviously committing punishment. But if you're saying, I'm taking away this kid's phone to increase the amount of time he is spending not on his phone, that's just negative reinforcement because you're taking away the stimulus that produces happiness in order to get a result of a different behavior occurring.
Okay, so here's a question. Is the law system in the United States punishment or um
Reinforcement.
I think
yeah,
it's more
negative
I
reinforcement.
think
reinforcement?
that depends. It's
No,
I think it's all
yeah,
of the above, but it depends. on the
Because,
situation
well,
and what they do and where they go to prison.
if you get caught for murder like several times and the death sentence, is that punishment or
The
negative
death
reinforcement?
sentence is punishment because it's stopping you from killing people.
Exactly.
However, prison is not the
But
same as the death sentence.
exactly. So you're just saying it's like a mixture.
It's a mixture, yeah. It's punishing you by keeping
Gotcha.
you inside of a like prison, but it's also
Didn't Butler say
reinforcement in a way.
we're gonna get really into like prison stuff?
I said we're gonna
Well,
get
we're
into
going to talk about the
racism, but
Stanford
he
prison
never said
experiment.
that.
I remember that from last year. Crazy. Experiments are crazy, bro. People do some crazy things.
Yeah. Very crazy. But like prison is also reinforcement because it's encouraging you to not commit whatever crimes you did because you kind of can't when you're in prison.
See, but then I think there's always like this kind of weird, like in between where it's like, here's for example, ICE agents. On one hand, the people they are working for is telling them, yeah, go out, do this. This is good. This is great. On the other hand, the rest, like most of the people in the rest of the country are saying, no, that's terrible. What are you doing? And, I guess that's just what media feeds us is telling that the ICE agents aren't fired, they're protected. I don't know policies, but that's like the in between, where it's like positive and negative.
I don't understand what you tried to say there. There was no in between there. That was just two opposite examples.
One half of the people
Exactly, that's
are
not in between though.
supporting,
If you're using the word one
and the
half,
other
that
half is
implies
against.
if you're using the word one half, that implies that one half is black and the other half is white. Not in like a racially motivated way, obviously, but
Okay, well, then I'll
you're
clear that
saying
for
that
him.
they're the opposite.
The thing is, people that can support the movement behind ICE, but they don't support the way that ICE is doing it because
Yes, that is middle
the
ground,
way
but
that
he
ICE
didn't
is
say that.
functioning is a very, very, very weird
I
way
think
that is sometimes very unethical
I
in its
think the
movements.
majority of us in this call fall into the middle category. Like I support
Because
not
I
having
support ICE, I
illegal
support what they're doing.
immigrants in our country, but I don't support them like, deporting innocent people and shooting people out on the street. That's not very cool, obviously. However, I also don't want illegal immigrant terrorists in our country, personally. I mean,
I prefer
some
my
people
ice
do.
crushed.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
And you're getting muted. Little does he know I genuinely muted him. Yeah, you look at me like that. What are you gonna do, huh?
Probably get off on that.
Get off on that?
You don't see my smirk right now, but it looks just like Ellie.
Okay, I'm unmuting you. You're unmuted, by the way. Feel free. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, this leads me like perfectly into my next topic.
Slavery?
I was going to say that, but I was trying to think of something funnier.
Okay, guys, my next topic is transgender women. I can't say that out loud. Sorry. Anyway,
Here's an
so spin that wheel, big boy. Spin that wheel. I'm still playing Call of Duty. I need to keep going.
I was going to get into a base since it's just me and you while he's going to the bathroom. I want to talk about, this is a little older now, and, everyone's on ice now, but police brutality, because I have been having a debate about this in my head, because I have been raised to be pretty anti-police, like not entirely anti-police, but like not big supporters, but now I see so much of like police body cam footage all over my TikTok feed, and now I feel bad. I'm in this like in between where it's like, yeah, there are obviously bad cops who do terrible things, but I'm like, there's good cops. Not every cop should fall under the pig role, you know?
Yeah, I have a really good example on why. Like think about it. There's really good Jews out there. Like there's funny ones, and then you got the other ones, and they're just not good people. Like Netanyahu, his judge that was on a case against him, dead. But I mean, okay, but actually, in all seriousness, like, yeah, it's just like racism. Like it just takes one thing to ruin it for someone.
Everyone.
Like
Yeah, I know.
that,
And that's just like the weird thing to me. I don't know.
oh my goodness, I just died.
I
Oh,
just think
and is
that
that game over?
people should respect people and
Why don't
let
we
the
take into
government
consideration
do
a
what
much
you
more
say.
appropriate approach to this and discuss Mrs. Broadhead's classroom? For example,
No, I think I'm good.
when there are like kids being bad, she decides, you know what I'm gonna do? Seating chart.
You know what
Why
I'm gonna
is that
do?
called that when
Ruin their
you put
life.
is that it's not is it discrimination where you take a group of people and you put them into one category? You take it in
No,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
the
it's
opposite of
discrimination.
discrimination. Discrimination is separating them.
No, that's
What's
segregation.
that's segregation, yeah.
No. Hold on.
Does this guy's
No,
loot just have cursive vanishing or something?
no, because I
Don't mind
forgot the
Brayden.
exact word.
He
I'm
is
dumb. Miss Lynch talks about it. But like taking one group of people and like explaining them to one person, you know?
That's just stereotyping.
Yeah, stereotypes. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Like,
I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of like taking a group of people that aren't even alike, like just taking a group of people, generalizing them, and giving them all the same treatment. Which I mean, I guess is what everyone wants. But I don't think that's fair
well,
because
I'm
then
just
you have
saying,
situations
like,
like Broadhead's
saying
class.
that all cops are terrible people or saying that all blacks do crime.
Well, that's just
Neither of
racism.
those
Well, that's
aren't
not
true.
racism. That is.
Neither of those
I
are
heard this one cop
true.
talking about it.
And and that's what I see online, and it's just like, dude, there's a middle road. Look at the bad cops, make fun of the bad cops. Look at the good cops, praise the good cops. Look at the bad
Yeah,
black
but people
people
don't like having a middle
and
opinion.
treat them. I know, and I think that's so stupid. Like, we do not have to pick a
They have
side.
to be different
Our
and
whole
distinguished.
it doesn't have to be, bro. It doesn't
Yes,
have
it
to be.
doesn't, but people are like that.
I don't understand. I
Anyways,
don't
next
understand why
topic.
people can't see the good and the bad and differentiate.
I just freaking killed myself.
I'm leaving that in the video, by the way. Butler will be hearing that.
Please don't.
It's fine. We're out of school.
Yes, but we're turning this in for schoolwork.
Shh. It's fine. He probably was at a 2 times speed and won't hear it.
No, he'll
Classical
hear it.
conditioning.
The first thing we learned, I do not remember this whatsoever.
With
We
like
don't spit
classical
in this
conditioning,
house. We
before we
swap.
get into this,
Bro.
what would it be like if we never were conditioned?
We'd be animals.
You think?
Okay,
you
so
think we
the
would develop?
definition, the like dictionary definition for classical conditioning is a learning process that occurs when two stimuli are repeatedly paired. A response which is at first elicited and dude, I can't. By a second stimulus is
Elicited by this-
eventually elicited by the first alone. So that's also Pavlov's dog. Operant conditioning
I think
and classical conditioning are very similar.
observation is more like you view, and
I'm sorry,
classical
I didn't
is
mean
more
observation. I
like
meant the one we just did. Operant conditioning.
Right?
I don't know. Classical conditioning's weird to me because
Yeah, classical conditioning is also called Pavlovian conditioning.
it very
Fun
much relates
fact.
to like conformity to me. Like when I think of classical conditioning, I kind of think of conforming.
You see, I think
I kind of
that
mix those two.
I don't think it's classical conditioning. That falls more into sociocultural for me. But classical conditioning, I always think of Pavlov's dog. But like, if I'm like, let's talk about how it's used in like modern day situations. Like, for example, what Preston said in class, he was like, so classical conditioning is used in the food industry, like with a little jingle. And when you hear the McDonald's jingle, it makes you associate that with the food you eat at McDonald's. Then it makes you like, I want McDonald's. Never once happened to me in my life. But, it happens to some people.
See, I
Very
think
true.
classical conditioning is much harder to actually pull off because it has to be done so much, like alarms,
Not
like every
necessarily.
single day. I think so. I think it has to be
I
repeated
don't think it has to
several
be
times,
like,
or at least be so dramatic that it is ingrained in your brain. Either or. It can't
I,
just be minute once in like a
I think it
while.
can be minute. With my alarm, it didn't take me very long to get used to it. It took me 3 days and I was used to my alarm.
No, it's not the waking up to the alarm, it's the jumping up, kind of sweaty nervousness that you get from your alarm.
I
I
don't
don't know
know
about
when
you,
you've
but when I
gotten
hear my
that.
alarm,
I haven't gotten that.
I
That only
get
happens to me on the
terrified when I
first
hear
days
my
of school.
alarm.
Like the first 2 days of school. That's the only time that happens to me, and it's only the first one.
Maybe
Then the
I'm just
second one's like, oh,
maybe I'm just that deep of a sleeper. But yeah, when I hear, and it's not even the alarm, it's the buzzing, it's the vibrations that like if I hear that go off on my phone, I tweak because it's just like your brain gets so used to that, like being okay, we're up, and that's what takes longer. It's not the waking up; it's the
if I were a
jolting.
femboy, would you date me?
Yes,
Yes. When are we gonna start asking real questions here, guys?
the
I don't
CIA
think
agent, did he use hummus?
Yes.
Should I try the hummus?
the hummus that was
Yes.
used. I think you should
No.
eat the
Not
Using
hummus
the
that was
hummus.
used.
I will make it used.
Pardon my ears one more time, please.
I'm gonna make the hummus used. You know, Deegan, you've added a lot to the conversation
Yeah, no,
tonight.
I was
You
just
got
thinking
any
that
thoughts?
holy contribution. Bro just rolled his eyes.
Didn't I look down at my lighter?
Are you gonna start a house fire?
Oh man,
Do you got any topics you would want to discuss, Deegan?
No.
also, what is more examples of like sociocultural things?
I don't understand the socioculture. I feel like they all blend. Like I'm kind of struggling to differentiate them because they're all pretty. Guess
Because
what?
they're
My
all
alarm went
very
off and that
similar. It's
scared
just
the
slightly different things that set them apart.
real quick back on the alarm thing. It also might be because I have like 8 alarms set throughout my day to remind myself. Oh,
Yeah, that's a you problem. I don't think it has to be
Excuse
drastic
me.
or like a lot of repeated times. I think it has to be repeated enough times to where you understand it, but that doesn't always mean it has to be a lot.
yeah, but like I said, I think it also measures on how like drastic it is. Like we tend to lean in on things and then pick up on things. It's not like if we are told to do something specifically, we're obviously going to pick it up faster. But if we just pick up little hints here and there, we're not gonna learn it as fast and like connect it. You know?
Sorry, I zoned out. What?
I think that if it is more direct and more like big of an event, that yes, you will get it faster. Like if you were being specifically to do something, obviously you're going to pick up on it faster. But if you are just getting slight things repeated throughout your day,
Got
you're
the
not going to
hummus.
understand it. Like if you're fully paying attention, then yeah, obviously. But if you're slowly picking it up over time, then yeah. Like it's not told directly to you. You just slowly pick up on the pattern after
However,
a
think of how
month.
fast Mr. Butler's classical conditioning was when he conditioned us to the Jolly Ranchers. It took a day, like
I'll
an
be real
hour.
with you. I'd never been conditioned to the Jolly Ranchers. I never paid attention to them, bro.
Well, me either, but his example worked on some people. It doesn't always work, but it
Yeah.
worked on some people. Like people next to his desk probably noticed. I didn't even know he had him out today. But I think
Yeah. But do you get what I'm
I would
saying?
be
Like
the
the
proud
small
one to
minute
say I
things
didn't.
you did not. I hate you. I'm spamming every single photo. I'm gonna touch your ears now.
Anyways, yeah. Where are we at? What time are we at? We are at 51 minutes.
I am so.
We want to
I
spin the wheel one more
love when you
time.
take photos of me. I love when you take photos of me. I love when you take photos of me. I love when you take photos of me.
You know what?
Excuse me.
I'm not sorry.
Does the CIA use conditioning?
Probably, yeah.
Per chance?
You know what's funny is Gibson's about to attempt to blow my eardrums out with his guitar, but little does he know I muted him. No idea what he's saying.
Oh my goodness! I just keep getting slammed.
Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel one more time.
What's your new topic? Give it to me straight.
It's not chosen yet.
What's the topic?
Shoot.
So, observational learning is kind of like what we were talking about with imitation. It's like if you see your parents being mean, then you're gonna be mean.
Then you be like that
Yeah, like the
one
Bobo
study
doll
where they took
experiment.
kids.
Like the Bobo doll.
Yes.
Do you guys think that we are like our parents?
Yes.
Okay, just had to make sure you said you're muted.
Yeah, I hope your parents rape you. No cap, homie.
You know what's funny is he's still playing it, but I did mute him again. Takes me like 5 seconds.
I just got raped because Caleb. I mean, uh, wait, hold up. I redeployed again. Oh no, this guy just what? Oh, Gibby, I know where you live. Actually, Gibby doesn't know where I live, so that's Loker genuinely even better.
dude, Loker genuinely in a
You-
public server.
You've never been to my house
Your
though.
digital footprint is gonna be wild. And no, I haven't. I've seen you at
Wait,
Colby's though.
wait, Deegan, have I mean not Deegan. Speaking of Deegan, where the hell is he?
He's here. He's looking right at us.
Right.
He's contributed a
Let's say
lot.
you swear you've been to my house. When was this? How do I not remember?
What did I say? I said I've seen you at Colby's house.
No. Gibby said he's been to my house, but when? I
Oh,
can't remember.
sorry, I forgot I had him muted.
It was September 29th.
September 29th?
Or no, that might have been after, actually. It might have been like a week earlier from that.
That is music to my ears.
Oh, and I'm dead. I'm cooked. I cannot
What do
run
you
Storm.
You shouldn't be able to hear anything.
Yeah, I know that's the point. Anyways, observational learning is like when you end up like your parents, I guess. Like you learn to talk through observational learning. However, there's also the instance of like biological learning, which the two go hand in hand, except for they're like bipolar opposites, I guess. Um, observational
So
learning
do
is
you
like
think
you
we
learn something by looking at it and seeing it for yourself, like talking or walking. However, there's also biological learning, which is pretty much just like, or biological whatever, which is pretty much just you're born with it. Like fear and phobias, you're born with that stuff a lot of the time. I mean, you can develop them over time through observational learning, but like, um, breathing is a biological learning. It's learned biologically. If you didn't learn how to breathe, then you're dead. Sorry to put it like that, but I mean, if you forgot how to breathe, you're kind of cooked. And thinking is also, I think, biological skill. Like, I mean, I guess you could have learned what you think of over observational learning, but I think most of it is acquired through being alive.
do you like it's weird that I wouldn't be how I am if I went to Century or like any different school
There's no
or like
proof of
had
that.
different parents. Like that
I mean, parents, yeah.
like if my life was different, I would be different. And that's not that crazy to think about, but then it's crazy to think about, you know? Like everything that I have done has shaped me, you know?
That's
Like
kind of how life
you're
works.
not naturally born with things, you know?
Oh, and I just got raped.
I can leave the call really quick.
I'm sure you can. On the right side, we are just about at time. Um, except for we're probably gonna have to cut off the first 10 minutes of this because Brayden was just yapping about Jews.
I never re-app about juice, guys.
Orange juice.
You need to stop lying on my name.
Good. Apple juice is good. Cranberry juice is good. Mango juice is good.
Mango, 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 mango,
Orange.
mango, mango, mango.
Pineapple juice.
Why are you saying the N-word on
good.
repeat?
I didn't.
Facts don't lie.
I can't anymore.
You know what?
There.
You know, a little punny. You can Joker. You can't do that.
Pomegranate juice are pretty
That's a
good.
Pokemon.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching. Probably only Mr. Butler watching.
Alright, guys,
Maybe
thank you
May.
for staying here today.
I don't know.
Hopefully
she's
May
watching,
doesn't
maybe
watch
even
this,
May's
because then
parents.
she's
They
gonna
said they
know
wanted
every leak
May's
about
parents
you.
said that they wanted to know what the psychology topics we talked about were. I'm gonna tell them we talked about anti-Semitism, CIA. Deegan contributed a lot.
Well, what's anti-Semitism? I'm not anti-Semites.
Okay, that's a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed. And dang, I'm like Butler. I keep saying We'll see you in the next one
Wouldn't this
if
be
we
my
don't get
outro?
kidnapped by the CIA and tortured with hummus up the rear end. Bye bye.